Hi, this is Little Dwarf playing games while rambling incoherently into a microphone. Why? Well, just because I can, and this time I'll be playing Amnesia, a machine for pigs, blind. Now, I have recently played and finished Amnesia the Dark Descent, and I liked it okay, I guess, but I failed to see anything particularly outstanding about it. I definitely found it to be less enjoyable and less innovative than Soma, which is a much later game by the developers of this game, but it was okay-ish, and I bought the entire series on GOG as a package during one of the sales, so I do intend to play through all of them and see, maybe they will improve or surprise me. So, yeah, without further ado, let me start a new game. He who makes a beast of himself removes himself from the pain of being human. Dr. Samuel Johnson.
Daddy, please don't kill me.
Okay, so it was already quite a poignant quote there at the beginning about turning yourself into a beast to escape from the pain of being human. I imagine it has a lot to do with the hold blah 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 to move. It pretty much works the same as it did in Amnesia the Dark Descent, which I have played very recently, so I should be pretty familiar with the controls of this game, but it probably has something to do, or rather a lot to do, with the title of this game, which is A Machine for Pigs. And actually pigs being an analog or like a metaphor for humans is quite a prolific sort of literary device. There's a lot of stories in which pigs are sort of a stand-in for humans. Most famously, I think, in the Animal Farm by Orwell, where at the end the pigs sort of basically mirror humanity, even though the story in this book is, the animals, they started out as despising humans, as being oppressors, but in the end the pigs basically turned into humans. But also, interestingly enough, like, humans are compared to pigs, like in cannibal lingo, like the long pig is cannibal slang for human meat. So, I very much intend, I very much foresee the title of the game being largely metaphorical. I have a bit of a sore throat, so I will have to pause from time to time to like cough or something. I'll try not to cough into the mic. So, let's start the game proper. It is already pretty weird how there's a cage around the bed. There's also wine or blood on the table. In the Bible. It's probably just wine, but again, I would imagine it's deliberately sort of vague. So once again, the paintings I very much believe are actually real paintings, much as they were in The Dark Descent. When holding an object, press right mouse to throw it, hold R to move it. It's the same as it was in Amnesia: The Dark Descent. Can't open the drawers though, which is interesting. It might be because they are locked. I wonder if the same mechanic will return with the sanity meter. Because that was actually one of my most favorite things from The Dark Descent, how the paintings changed very slightly when your sanity got low. Like, there were skulls that appeared instead of the characters' faces or something. Is everything locked? Okay, there's a note. June 24th, 1899. So it's like, what, 60 years? With further forward in time from Amnesia: The Dark Descent. Or is it like 30? I don't remember, but I think the first game took place in the first part of the 19th century. In my dreams, I see a man dressed in jaguar skins and feathered like a bloodied saint. What came from the heat lubricated us. It crushed evil under its thread and liberated us all. The fetid heart of the jungle mirrored somewhere behind my forehead. My temple pounds, the blood boils in my skull. It feels as if there is something alive there, a rat, a damn rat gnawing through my brain, eating its way out into the world. Even the laudanum will not quell its endless hunger. I hear my children playing in the attic, but it fills me with terror, not love. What desperate thoughts are these? Well, I don't know. However, on the matter of children, it should be noted that there was this prominent section in the intro where somebody was pleading for their father not to kill them, but it was like an old man's voice, which was interesting. So, you'd think an old man, an old man's father is already dead, but maybe he was like reliving a childhood memory in which his father almost killed him, but never went through with it.
Daddy, find us!
A note has been added to the journal. A fever dream. I wake alone to a house in silence. That missing sound of children playing is like a dark and fecund sepulchre, beckoning me to begin a descent to the loam? What? I don't know that word. Where surely only bodies might be found. No matter, my children call and I shall answer. I will find them. Some of the doors and like they are weird. Are those all like locks? They look pretty modern for a lock. Like I would imagine this part sort of splits when you turn the key here. There's a few ways to go. Not sure which way should I go first. Let's go here.
I held your hand and watched the blood pool between your legs. You lived long enough to see Edwin, but not Enoch. I will take care of them, my love. I promise you this.
Oh. So, I guess that's about my wife dying in childbirth, because he said the blood was pooling between her legs, which, you know, from the birth, and that she lived long enough to see one of their children, but not the other. So, okay. Oh, that's a pig mask. Again, that's probably highly significant, connected with the title of the game. Is that a denture? I think so. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that is a denture. But again, the bed is like a cage. Another pig mask. Okay. Also, that's a very weird, because that lamp is like weirdly green. The venomousness of this green is kind of weird to me. I'm not sure whether it should, but the mirror doesn't work. Mirrors seldom work in games because it's difficult to sort of program them convincingly. They use a lot of processing power if you really want to reflect the environment behind you. But you know, they could at least try. They could give an approximate. I don't think many people would mind that much if it wasn't a real reflection, but this lack of reflection is a bit of sort of immersion breaking. Okay, so I heard children laughing. I must say, I'm a bit weirded out by how all of the drawers are locked, but I guess that's supposed to streamline the game to make it less boring for most people, where you don't have to open like 100 drawers and in 99 of them there is nothing.
Papa, Papa,
Okay, I can still lean, which is important knowledge. Okay, the game very much intends me to go in here, which is exactly why I want all the time being. Attics and nurseries. But they slept in the attic when they were babes in arms, and perhaps they have hidden there now. I remember I insisted upon it, midway between my bedroom and my office. What? That's a bit weird, to insist your children sleep in the attic. Like, it's probably not heated well enough, or like, it's not really intended for living, I wouldn't think. I have a feeling something has happened which I was supposed to notice, but I didn't, judging from the musical sting, and I am a bit annoyed at that. Oh well. Somebody's walking upstairs, which I guess must mean they are. Well, someone is in the attic at least. What was the purpose of this room, though? There's seemingly absolutely nothing in here.
There's a bad man coming.
Is there now? There's another pig mask. You've picked up a lantern. It can be turned on by pressing F. Be careful not to attract unwanted attention with the beam. Okay, so I probably shouldn't power it up. Is it an electrical lantern this time? It very much kind of looked like it. Difficult to tell, but I think so. I shouldn't be using it right now, probably, because if there is a bad man coming, I probably shouldn't you know, catch his attention. Okay, so that's a place where a child was playing. It's like a hidden base with like a bed and some toys. Edwin and Enoch's diary, October 11, 1899. Daddy says there won't be a Christmas this year. He's much too busy. Nanny says we must not disturb him. He is ever so busy. He is gone for work before she wakes us up, and often we are asleep before he returns. We found a bird in the garden with a broken wing. We gave it to Nanny, who said it was a filthy thing, and hit it with a rolling pin. Later we crept downstairs to bury the body when everyone was asleep. There was a pig in the garden. We heard it snuffing around. And then Daddy came and said we had to come inside straight away. He was furious, but we think he had been crying again. What kind of crazy person, what kind of crazy adult would hit an already injured animal? And in front of children as well. Like that sends a very bad message about how you're supposed to treat beings that are in pain. So, until given further proof, for now the nanny is actually the worst person in this game. There might be someone over here. I saw something move. Oh, that's like a rocking chair. Which, seeing those move on their own is always a great sign in stories. Okay, so I'm supposed to go through here by moving the boxes. Push heavy objects. I know that already. It works the same as it did in the Dark Descent.
We're hiding, Daddy.
Okay, might have blocked myself, kind of. Oh, that's a cradle. Okay. That's actually a twin cradle for both of my kids, right? There's a house with like different animals. Are there pigs? I don't see any pigs. I don't know how to feel about removing the ability to open drawers, because I understand that for some people it probably was frustrating that there was nothing in most of them, but you know, there was at least this element of anticipation whenever you opened one to see if there is really nothing inside. In comparison, you know, this game feels a little more sterile with everything being closed. No cages around those beds. Interesting. There are pigs in here. Move the mouse while holding down left mouse button to move objects that are light enough to pick up. Yeah, I know that already. What? That's very weird that I can specifically move this, but I can't move anything else that's on the desk. Pretty weird. February 14th, 1899. Yes, he said, I know these ruins. He was a shabby fellow, all rotten with some malodorous disease. I caught him looking at me strangely, as if he really wanted to know how I knew of them. Biting back the temptation to box his ears for the impudence, I simply smiled and told him that my family's library contained intriguing travel books. The illiterate oaf did not understand that, of course. He agreed to lead us anyway. I have told the children, truly, that this will be an extraordinary adventure. If those old stories hold... if those old stones hold the financial benefits I predict, it will merely be first of many. I think this crest appeared back in Brennenburg in the vanilla game, but I'm not sure whether I'm supposed to use that as reused assets or is it supposed to mean something? Wait. Was it always here? The wine or the blood? Or whatever exactly it is. Well, I think it's... This is actually probably paint or like dirt. It's far too black to be blood, I think. You know, old blood would get, you know, like already congealed blood would have a different color, but I don't think it would have ever turned this black. Well, that is a person with a pig's head, which again probably means something coupled with the title. Okay, there's a phonograph.
You don't mind if I record this, do you? I find it most useful.
Ah, you have one of those wonderful Martinvilles. No, of course not, my dear fellow.
It's my own design, Professor, along with everything you see.
Most useful. You understand, of course, why the ministry sent me. That they have concerns.
Okay, another pig mask. So am I like an inventor? Or something? I will believe that's a mastaba, which is like a pyramid with a cut-off, you know, the cut-off top point. What's that? Hispania, Granada. Okay, so I've been to the Iberian Peninsula and found something there, maybe. Some old... I'm definitely, you know, an avid collector of stuff, like old tables and books. Yeah, that is definitely an electric lamp this time, because you can very clearly see the focus. You know, you can focus the beam even upwards, which obviously wouldn't be possible with just a regular like oil or like, you know, it wouldn't be possible with a lantern that's powered by an actual flame. Okay. Am I supposed to be scared? Okay, there's a pig mask on like a bust of someone. Which, once again, like I know I'm repeating myself a lot, but the game is repeating itself a lot, so I really think it wants me to get it. It harkens back to the intro, I guess. You know, it's a man with a pig mask, and the quote in the intro said, you know, he who turns himself into a beast, which in this case would be this pig-man hybrid, escapes from the pain of being human. Can take the rifle. Okay, let's carry on. Okay, the phone is ringing. The weeping rooms, where once we sat to weep Lily's passing, under weapons that cannot slay angels to retrieve her from heaven. Look beyond the paintings, Oswald, where you once watched her bathe. The children must have discovered these secret places and taken refuge there. The weeping rooms? Okay. Okay, so there's maybe like a switch with one of the weapons, but clearly the game wants me to pick up, so...
Hello?
Precious eagle cactus fruit. Help us.
What? I have absolutely no idea what that means. None whatsoever. But I might have unlocked something. Oh, okay, so I guess those are my kids running through the corridors. It's very creepy that I have like a Phoenician like a Phoenician glass inside like a secret compartment in the, because I guess it's behind, like, how does it even work? It doesn't make sense. It's like a see-through painting? Yeah. Okay, this just closes the door. But by all accounts, it seems as if it is a see-through painting, which, okay, I guess it would work, provided, but I don't think it really would. Like, the canvas would have to be really thin, and the source of light from the other side would have to be really bright. Then you could see through it a little bit, but you could, like, I don't think that this makes much sense. At first I thought it was a Venetian glass, but, Venetian window pane, but it's very clearly the other side of a painting. You can even see the painting. So it's like a painting that's see-through, but I don't think that makes much sense. Especially because it's not see-through from the other side. I've been in this corridor. I've just walked through it. Yeah, they are all see-through. Okay, that's definitely kind of bullshit. Yeah, and here again, like, I was just in this office. Clockwork and the soul. Replacement is dissatisfactory, so like a pump. Better the intestinal canal, like a tapeworm, already hosting intrusion and the breed. Brass better than copper, more resistant. Filaments sewn to the bone hold. Marrow pipe removal with needle potential. Composite replacement straightforward will respond to electromagnetic inducement to increase yield rate. Serum provides accelerated resetting, resulting in naturalized movement within 2 to 3 days. Subjects will require the severing of the frontal lobes to reduce emotional distress upon reactivation. Damn it. Damn this wretched soul. If it only were clockwork. Okay, so this is about transforming humans into something. It's like about a procedure that mutilates humans using science and some metal and like things. It's basically about making like cyborgs or something, and lobotomizing them as well, from the sound of it. Wait, what is going on here? Like, this guy first of all, his wife died in childbirth, but prior to that, he wouldn't have a need to like to peep on her because she was his wife. Like, unless she like hated him or something and wouldn't actually undress in front of him, in which case, like, that's disgusting and creepy and wrong. Like, obviously it's disgusting and creepy and wrong regardless of what woman he was doing that to, but I'm just failing to see the potential for another woman that was not his wife. Like, what's the need for this? That's a pretty creepy picture. Like, there's just something with the eyes of that girl. And that guy isn't much better, by the way. He has like a very intense glare. Yeah, and those drawings are actually back from the vanilla game.
This dawning epoch, this age of reason, an empire grown fat, ripe for the bleeding.
Okay, so he has photographs of some woman, but who would that be? I don't quite get that. Okay, so I need to cross this door, but seeing how it's going to be time to end this first episode soon, and I don't want to stop in the middle of something very important, I am going to instead stop it here. So that's all for this one, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!